What do you admire most about your character?
I think she's strong, and I think that she has the courage to like leave somebody that she really loves and break up her family.
Jeff is a absolutely extraordinary human. Like I know that yes, he's done wrong things, but I don't know who hasn't exactly. I love playing characters, and I love characters in general in life. I love giving those people an understanding, giving them grace, and trying to like understand how they made those bad decisions and why they made them. And I got to talk to Jeffrey a lot, and I just found myself like I just really liked him. I really liked him as a human. He's been incarcerated for a very, very long time, and he still has warmth and optimism. And I just, like, I don't know. I got him on a lot of levels that I could talk on and on and on about him. And I hope we did him justice. This movie is very funny, but it also has a giant heart to it. And it's going to pull on the heartstrings as well.
The real person, Jeff, has endless optimism, right? So, he's been in jail for decades. He still gets on the phone every time and is happy to talk to you, excited to talk to you, full of jokes and energy and all of those things. I think the character on screen, what I admire about the character on screen is just the energy and the chaotic nature. I mean, I think Channing brings sort of a sense of mischief to this and trouble, that's kind of like, brings some excitement there that's really fun to watch. So I admire that energy as well.
Emotionally, what was the most challenging scene to get right?
It was a scene between Channing and I when he comes to my job and he's bringing the baby and he's just like, no, we can make this work. And I'm just like, no, it's really heartbreaking. Because she doesn't want to do that, but sometimes you just got to say no.
I think ultimately finding the way to portray Leigh so that she has agency for her choices, so that she understands what she's doing and she's strong and she's making these choices willingly because she wants to go on this wild ride. And I think that was what happened in real life. So Leigh was actually somebody who wanted to do these things, loved kind of going on an adventure with this guy, and we wanted that person to also be a mother and also be cautious and also understand that something was wrong. And so I think in the writing, we got that pretty good. But then when you see Kirsten's performance, she kind of plays the violin of, all the different notes to get that part right. Yeah. So,
what crime do you think you as you would be most equipped to pull off?
What crime?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel so bad, like stealing things. Not that. I don't know. Maybe like punching someone who is like mean to my kid or something.
Justifiable assault.
Yeah, justifiable assault. Yeah, that sounds right.
If you had to rob a fast food franchise only based on their 90s kids' toy meals, would you pick Pokemon the movie, Teeny Beanies, or Muppets in Space?
Muppets in Space. You're welcome. Duh. Yeah.
What changed the most from the first version of the script or the story that you were working on to the one we got on screen?
Oh, wow. Well, we went through a lot of drafts. We played with having, sort of preambles or going back in time to kind of look at before things. We, spent more time in the toy store for a while and extended that. We finally found that really for us, the core of the story was when, he is at the end of his rope in the toy store, can't really do it anymore, and kind of sees the light of the church in the distance and understands he has to sort of, explore another part of his life. So for us, that was when the story really came, like the shape made sense, and we sort of started throwing things out, and, really the structure got a lot tighter, and we started to understand the shape of things.
I think the twist of the film for me was the pursuit of right. And for everybody in the film, you're really watching everybody trying to get life right, and then realizing that it's a lot harder than it seems, whether that's with love, whether that's carving a new path for yourself, whether that's how to exist within your workspace and environment. People are really trying to get it right. And then I think also the other part about the story that was interesting was, who do we call a bad guy? How do you define the bad guy? Because the bad guy is Robin Hooding, but then you come across some other characters who are doing some not so great things in their own station, and I think it really pushes and pulls against that in an interesting way.